This is my snail wrangler.
I found a baby today, and this is baby worldwide. Baby Lola worldwide.
Oh my.
Worldwide family of
Everyone,
snails, huh?
every snail should have 3 names.
Right.
Okay, so this is Kelly from the Natural Building blog. And a lot of the houses that I have found that are alternative, that have these amazing structures and systems built into them, I found through Kelly. And so he's going to show us one of the buildings he's made. He has some really amazing DIY books on his site, and I'm part of his email list, which is really nice and convenient because there's always something new popping up. So we're going to go see what he's done on his property, and we're pretty excited.
So we'll do a little archaeology here.
Sniffing in there. I think you smell something.
What do you smell? Is it another dog that's been there, or is it a coyote, or what do you think? Yeah, that's a heavy one.
Yeah, I'm strong.
Yeah, you are strong. I can tell that.
I just can't get rocks
Carefully,
like
gently get the...
Actually, the coyotes made it a little bit easier for us because we didn't have to dig all that dirt off of there. I think I had it piled almost all the way up. Okay, well the rest of that, you can see I just have Earthbags up here, but that we could crawl in.
Wow.
It's not that hard to crawl in.
You want to send the dog in first before we send you, just in case there's snakes?
See, make sure there aren't any snakes in there. Okay, well, I'm going to put my hat over here.
Yeah, because what do we have? What are our little pebbles right there on the adobe?
And so this was like a trial building while you guys were living in your RV, right?
Yeah, we were camping out on the property and up at the state park in our RV. We had
Should I send Tina down?
No.
several weeks to do, and I took this on as a project out of need for exercise and curiosity about what would happen if I just dug a hole in the ground and started filling the bags with the soil that was here, creating a dome and using a surplus piece of culvert that I actually got from the state park up here, and create a virtual underground dome and see how well it survives over time. And also I wanted to monitor the underground temperatures,
Right.
because we were considering the possibility of building a home here in this hot desert land. And realized that if it were underground, it would be much more comfortable in terms of temperature. And I wanted to find out just exactly what the temperature range in an underground dome would be. So I bought a monitoring thermometer gauge and set it up in there. And then I came back almost a year later, not quite, and and dug it all out. It was completely covered over, and looked at the thermometer, and the darn thing had corroded to the point all the data. It was impossible to access the information.
Darn it.
So it was frustrating.
Yeah.
But I'll bet you we can go in there, and it's probably actually a little cooler in there. Okay, so I'm going to go in here, and I'll tell you if it's safe. There is a step. You can see this culvert circles around, and so just below
Step on the culvert.
you
Okay.
can step on the culvert.
Does that make sense, girls? Okay.
We can step on it.
Yep.
I should have brought my phone so we had a light.
Here's one rock.
You do. You have it in your pocket.
My phone?
Yes.
There's not going to be a whole lot of light in here.
Right.
Well, I thought I'd turn on the
What's on?
flashlight for my camera.
Mine's time lapsing. So.
I'm going in now.
Yeah. Interesting.
What's that?
Oh, there's nothing living in here as far as I can tell. Although
Do you want to go down?
there are
Here, I'll hold the
some
camera, you
rabbit
go down.
pellets. Looks like maybe a rabbit king in here.
If you want to go in, I'll let you film. I get claustrophobic, remember?
I can help. I can sort of catch you as you go
Okay.
down if you want.
Go ahead, little one.
There you go.
Paige, you're next. I will go in. We'll get the camera down.
You can stand up in here. I can stand up here. I think we can all stand up inside.
Let's see how we doing
There
so
you go.
far. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Anybody else dare come in?
Yep, I will be on the way in.
Mom wouldn't dare come in. Does she get us?
Yeah, she got a little bit of a crowded.
And it might adjust as long as you do it really slow.
Hold on.
That's a daddy long way.
As I start pulling in.
Any spiders? Daddy long legs won't hurt you.
There we go.
There's lots of daddy long legs in here, Dad.
Okay.
Okay, it's still going. So it might take half a second
No,
for it
if
to
it's still
adjust.
going, that's perfect, because this is what
Yeah.
I want to do.
Tina,
I'm trying to get
in.
my flashlight to work, but it doesn't
It's okay.
work.
We will have
Hi,
enough
Tia.
light. I'm just trying to go very slow. There we go.
I don't think she wants to go in, honey.
Okay, so let me move up to here. So this is the roof. Yeah, we really need that wide angle lens, babe.
I know.
So,
Get as far
okay.
away from it as you
Well,
possibly can.
I'm going clear to the floor, basically.
It's interesting that the dome itself is perfectly intact. I don't see any structural problems with the dome itself.
I think that
The
really was a rabbit in here.
the barricade that I put
Yep,
uh,
there was
has
a
suffered
rabbit in
some. I suspect that this happened with the rabbits trying to get back out.
Could have been, yeah, chewing or.
Yep. Or just
Well, they
pawing.
apparently they somehow they succeeded
But
because they
somehow
don't see any rabbit.
rabbits got in here.
So they've been
Is that
leaving.
your fault?
No, that
If
isn't
I hand
helping.
it to Paige.
And
Honey,
there
it's good. We've got
there was
enough.
one little hole in the rocks up there that
Okay.
they could have climbed through in.
Okay.
So that's my guess. But I'm actually pretty pleased with
Uh-huh.
the dome itself is perfectly.
Yeah, it's in really good.
And actually, it's a little warmer in here than outside, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is, and out of the wind.
It's completely out of the wind.
And it's teensy tiny too.
And it's,
So.
yeah, this would make a good kid's house, wouldn't it? A playhouse
So.
for kids.
Right. So
Or
yeah, so we have the
House
four of
for
us in
kids to
here.
live
It's
in.
about a 6-foot dome, right?
It's actually at the base. It's
Eight?
It's 8.
8 feet at the
But then
base.
it curves in pretty.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I myself.
You can stand up in the middle.
See if I can do selfie mode. Yep. I can stand up myself, and then I have another couple feet, so it's 8 feet tall, roughly. And then
Yeah, it's about the
Spider
same.
webs on
That's
your hat.
typical of the dome is that it's about the same height as it is diameter at
yep,
the base.
exactly. So
a spider web on your
probably.
hat.
So the four of us are fitting in here. Not
Uh-huh.
terribly bad. I
Yep.
do have a spider web on me.
Interesting.
But they okay, so
Take the camera.
no, I'm gonna try and get a shot from the doorway if the girls will back up. So, thank you. So let's see here.
So the Earthbag architecture book actually shows the stages of building this,
Uh-huh.
and you can tell at the bottom down there you can see how the Earthbags are kind of flattened. That's
Yes.
because they were pushed right up against a trench. I had dug a trench where those bags were going to be, and then put them in the trench, and so they were formed by that trench. And then as I got up to about here, I started using the soil that was inside and filling the bags and then continuing on up.
I see.
So the process was actually pretty easy.
That's really
I moistened, I made sure, we got some rain during the time I was building this, so the natural adobe got some moisture. And I also brought some cartons of, containers of water and moistened the adobe soil as I put it in the bags, so that these blocks are very solid. And actually that's probably why the thermometer corroded, was that there was enough moisture on the inside and I sealed it with the plastic on the outside that it got very humid in here.
Right.
And the electronics couldn't handle
its
it.
own swimming pool.
Yeah. But it's dry in here now.
Yeah, and it is surprisingly neat.
So. This could be a survival shelter for somebody.
Definitely.
So. And it's extremely cheap.
Yeah.
How much do you think for like a 400 square foot base, 400 square foot house would be?
If you were able to do it with the soil on your property,
so 20 by 20?
you could probably, for the bags themselves, $300 or $400, not even that actually, maybe a couple $100. And a structure that size, I would probably use barbed wire. Another part of the experiment actually is that I did not put barbed wire between these courses. I didn't think that it needed it necessarily, because everything was under compression. There wasn't any tendency for the building to want to expand, which is in a dome. That's what
your biggest
happens.
worry. Yep.
Yeah, and it's obviously, the major part of the experiment is very optimistic, I would say, because this structure has not budged at all. I mean, it's just like the day I put it together. Yeah. So I'm actually pretty pleased with it.
Definitely. And it looks good. I mean, it's dry, it's comfortable, it's not.
Yeah. I mean, you could survive in this little building for for a long time.
And if
you'd be out of the elements.
For sure. And not that it would happen down here, but if you got into a cold climate, then you plumb a chimney right out the top, and you can have a fireplace in here beautifully.
Sure, so. And that would be real easy to do.
Yeah.
I'm mostly concerned about the integrity of the dome inside.
Correct. So keeping weather out versus.
Okay. And even the weather, I'm not too concerned about. But I just do not have animals in there tearing at the walls.
Exactly.